Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Toonsday Tuesday, step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams with DJ and crackers. It's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings the flair. Every Tuesday, everywhere. Toonsday Tuesday, jump in the stream. Classic hits and new age dreams. DJ and crackers here for the thrill. Cartoon and anime magic, we got the skill. Tune in weekly, don't miss the fun. Classic or modern for everyone. With DJ and crackers, we'll hit replay. Toonsday Tuesday, every single day. Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Toonsday Tuesday, step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams with DJ and crackers. It's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings the flair. Every Tuesday, everywhere. Tuesday.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Prequel.
Hello.
Yeah.
We've got a shorter group of episodes this week.
Yeah, I mean, two this week.
But it leaves us extra time to talk about them, I will say.
Yeah, definitely.
I will say I am glad that we waited to watch these two episodes after season 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because, yes, there were questions which I had as the show is going on, which I like having those questions. I like not knowing what's going on and seeing as the course of like the seasons went on.
Yeah.
Especially since we found out that some of the things that they believed weren't actually true. So starting with this, yes, we would be... Okay. How do you want to start this discussion off?
Okay, well, first off, tell me what questions that you had going into watching these two episodes. Like, what questions were on your mind that I didn't answer before?
Well, originally it was, why are they the people that know? Why do they know, and why do the people that don't know not know? And also, why does Return to the Past affect some people and not affect other people? That stuff's explained here. Yeah, this is some stuff like that. It explains quite a few things about Sissy and the relationship with her.
Yeah, I mean, you just to naturally cover it, you see that Sissy was a potential
Yes.
member that they would have had if the effects of these episodes did not go the way they did.
Yes, it's easy to imagine a timeline in which Sissy was a member from the very beginning, and she was on the team instead of Yumi.
Yeah. Now, What else was on your mind?
Um, part of it was just how they found the place,
Okay,
which
well,
is sort of glossed over.
yeah, I
He's just,
mean,
it's like, oh, it's an old factory. I want to see if there's any junk there I can use.
yeah, no, the,
Which makes me wonder how come no one else found this thing before?
well, uh, I will say this, and this is complete speculation on my part. Who, who says no one has? Because, again, we don't know the solid timeline of when Arita and France Hospital actually got virtualized. I mean, this could take place with mm, 5, 6 years after they got virtualized. That's purely on me, and you're probably looking something up, right?
Not yet, but we do have a bit of a timeline. Remember, Franz Hopper was on the school faculty for the school that they all go to.
Yeah, but
So when they, a couple of episodes earlier in season 2,
yeah,
when they find like documentation of him being there, it was on like an older picture, but seemingly not too old. Um, if he was a member of the faculty, then it'd be easy to find out exactly how long ago that was.
yeah, okay,
Also, they were being chased by the government. That building, all right, that building was abandoned, but not completely dilapidated. The building did not look like an ancient building, so that's, I'd say, like no more than 10 years.
yeah, no, I get that. That's why I said 506 because I
It has
think
to be long enough that none of the school people there would recognize the name, but recent enough that he would still be on recent records.
yeah, I got you.
Now, I do not want to look that up. You're sure that that's not something that's revealed later on, like an exact date?
Um, at this point, I'm not sure at all. I mean, I'm I could look it up if you want me to, and not.
Because I would rather not look it up if it is like a spoiler thing
Yeah,
that gives like, and here's the exact thing and what happened, you know?
yeah, no, I don't think it does. I mean, I really don't think it gives
Hmm.
much away. But let me see if I can find something real quick by going to the Korean fandom fan on wiki. So
Well, anyway, excuse me. Okay, so for the actual episodes, we have Xana Awakens Part 1 and Xana Awakens Part 2, which are just one episode split in half.
yeah,
I do like, all right, so at the start of this, we have Odd joining the school for the first time and getting paired up with um Ulrich as his roommate. We have Jeremy exploring the factory because he's just looking for some computer stuff. He's like, and he discovers the hidden, unused, turned off supercomputer. It just turns the thing on without checking anything and causing this whole mess.
Yeah.
He meets Aelita, who he originally calls Maya, which when that happened, that was surprising that she had a name given to her before she remembered her real name. So she just had a full system memory wipe. She knew nothing.
Yeah, no, she didn't know, and she would tell you how, will give you some insight on how long the computer has been off. I mean, memory after a few years is depleted, so
Could be. Sissy and Ulrich seem to have like a bit of a different relationship. Like she's still chasing him. She hasn't even met her groupies yet. So I'm guessing that they were new to the school,
yeah.
and he'd been there for longer.
Okay, yeah.
Because they start the Sissy fan club, and she tells them to come back when they have 50 members, but they still end up hanging out with her.
Yeah.
So Jeremy meets Maya and is immediately smitten. But this also awakens Xana, who doesn't start the attacks right away. And it's simple stuff. It is weird electrical attacks. It's just a bunch of random stuff. And when he first starts with the virtualization stuff and the testing that's supposed to happen, they originally, like, Ulrich kidnaps his dog to stuff him in the computer.
Yeah, no, I mean, this goes to show, I mean, obvious, but they won't always buddy.
No.
So, that's good. But, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see, them go at it, in my opinion. But I will say this. One thing that I'm glad about, and it's real simple, is that they kept the whole like a union or meant to be together from the first moment they met.
I will say the biggest shock for the first episode was Odd's hair.
Yeah, no. Like, I was laid down, that it surprises me because, okay, yes, I say this as before, but that was years ago. I forgot about it. Seeing that, like, what's up with my guy here with the
Yeah, it took me a bit to actually like notice. Like, all right, I knew it was him, but I was just wondering what is going on and why does he look so strange?
Yeah. No, really, yeah.
One interesting thing from the first episode is also that Jim runs martial arts classes. I don't remember that happening.
Yeah, it happened before.
Okay.
Yeah, they said it in a few episodes.
Because he runs so many classes, it's hard to tell, you know?
Honestly, Jim is clearly the only physical education teacher at Caddick Academy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other gym teachers around at all. So, yeah.
But yeah, so he was running a private martial arts class for 2 students, though it was originally just going to be 1 student.
Yeah, really. No,
So Jeremy, as always, because Xana hates Jeremy, is the first to be attacked by Xana just controlling small machines. Well, first, I believe Jeremy gets zapped by a soda machine, right?
yes,
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 he gets zapped by a soda machine and sent to the nurse.
yes,
Then later in the episode, robots in his room come to life and try and kill him. Because
yes.
as we all know, Xana hates Jeremy and Jeremy above all.
I mean, the the person who awakened you is the first person to team up with your strong enemy. Like, yeah, you're gonna go after them from the start.
Right.
So, yeah, makes sense. Hmm.
All right. So yeah, does that, goes after him, and that is what convinces him to bring him into Lyoko.
Yeah,
I do like how they originally, like how Odd had no idea how to use any of his abilities. How they're just, this was a learning exercise for them.
yes. Hmm.
Learning how the towers work, which they don't find out exactly how to shut that stuff down until the next episode.
Mm.
This is also something we can tell they knew what was going on. Like they had an idea for the first season, but they may have implemented. I'm interested in knowing how much of the show is actually planned out.
Yeah, no, I am too. I mean, this show, above all else, has really taken us by surprise with what they got do and will they go with it. I mean, what the first episode really shows that, oh, uh, you know, this is where we'll say it all began. So,
I will say that there are some things like originally for Code Lyoko, the idea from the creators was that it would have been a team which created Lyoko instead of just Franz.
okay.
That's something that they did not decide until the show had already been on for a while.
Alright, cool.
So I think that may tie into the whole how you always see the pictures of him with like a group of other scientists,
Yeah,
but there are never any other scientists.
no, I got you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. No,
So not everything is planned out.
yeah, no.
All right. So after they do that stuff and leave, the first episode has them leaving without shutting down the Xana, like what Xana was doing,
Yeah,
which leads directly into the next episode, which is where Sissy was supposed to be joining them.
yeah, in,
But she has to go and do her cheerleading tryout stuff.
yeah, with, okay, right.
And
Yeah,
Yumi gets dragged along after they get attacked by the lightning orbs.
yeah, you just setting it up the world, oh, we're gonna s- pretend like this kills the team, but we're going to just kill George. I mean, okay, that's a cool tactic, right? Uh, Wolf and Flip, right? Hey, this is what it would have been like if Sissy was in Yumi's spot.
Right.
So, yeah.
Though I don't like how they taunt us with like the idea of different character models. Like, oh, here's Cyber Sissy. So you're gonna see like it looks like. It's just like we still haven't seen what Jeremy would look like.
Yeah, no. Hmm.
Why taunt us like this?
Yeah, and I think now the whole idea of Mantilla's the Maya as secret has been a part of the whole thing. Like, I mean, yes, it would focus on in season 2, but it's the retconning it to say, oh, this has been the plan all along, is to materialize Arita and get her into the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Was great.
They do talk about it taking like a couple of weeks to get her out of there, but it takes basically a year to get her out. 'Cause, like
Yeah,
the first 2 seasons, I believe, are 1 semester.
I did believe you're right, Victor. So, yeah, that is definitely a unique perspective, and the whole we all believe good warlords is harmless to, oh, this is what we'll call ourselves and why. So, yeah.
Um, So after Sissy basically leads the adults to where the factory is, we
Yeah,
discover why she's not let in on this stuff, because when they confront them about shutting it down, she immediately sides with her father, saying that they should have shut it down in the first place.
yeah,
So
no.
basically, it's they don't feel they can trust her.
Yeah, no, they tried, it failed, and it's not gonna work a second time.
Well, it could work a second time. They tried once. They tried once with limited information.
Uh, hmm,
And I still stand that Jim should be made aware of this stuff. He has
no,
more than earned that knowledge.
I'm with you, but, you know, this will
Hell, he
definitely,
has kept the secret.
yeah, and if they don't, and I'm saying this because I don't know, if they don't tell him in season 3 or 4, that would be a surprise to me.
Wait, I thought you'd seen season 3 and 4.
No,
Oh, you've only seen up to season 2.
yeah,
Oh, so
no,
you're going in blind now.
no, that's why I said, oh, like, hey, absolutely, and this was like weeks ago, like, hey, Asshole Season 2,
Okay.
we're gonna be on the same playing field because
Oh, I
I
thought you had seen it but just didn't remember much.
know Season 4 itself was only released online.
Okay. Season 4 is Evolution, right?
No, that's season. Technically, that's season 5. Season 4 is still with this fully animated format.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm actually surprised. Okay, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, no, like, yeah.
But yeah, we get the first use of Return to the Past, which is just them trying to make certain that the adults and Sissy don't find out about what was going on.
Yeah,
Because the danger had passed. So
yeah,
this wasn't your usual, you must do it to like save someone's life. It is, oh, they found out. We got to erase their memories.
yeah, that's
And Jeremy, because he hadn't been into Lyoko, didn't get his got his memory erased as well.
yeah. What,
So we know he's been in Lyoko.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. He clearly been there at least once.
So why are they acting like that he hasn't?
Yeah, no, because clearly if he hasn't, he would still be offended by Return to Past, and they would need to remind him,
Every time.
yeah, constantly, like, hey, we're your team. We know about Lyoko, we know about Aria, Maya, and, we'll
Well, they
help.
wouldn't need to remind him every time.
Yeah,
They don't
no,
always return to the past.
yeah, but I mean, in season one, it would be
Pretty a lot.
yeah a lot.
But it would
And
just be those days that they need to refresh him for.
yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, so it's definitely you know he's been to the off screen. Otherwise, this is a big blunder on the rivals of the set, saying that he doesn't remember what happened when
Yeah,
it
it's all confusing.
yes, it's definitely what it is. I will say that.
So, since you are unaware of what happens next season, what are your guesses for what happens next season? And what would you like to have happen?
I mean, what I would like to have is more clarity on, like, what is the actual grasshopper in the terms of what is he in Lyoko? Like, we know he's somewhere in Lyoko, but
Now, I
we,
thought he gave up some of it, like his essence, to restore Alita's memories at the end of season two. I thought
yeah,
that's what they were implying, that he's just gone now.
no, what they'll imply is that, like, he saved Alita, but he's still a part of Lyoko. Like, he's somewhere in the internet per se.
Hmm.
He's not a physical being. It's the way I would put it. But I will also say that I would want some more clarity on, the whole Yumi and Ulrich relationship as well.
Screw that. Have Sissy and Odd hook up.
Ah, okay, yeah. But no, there's just some plot holes that I want always filled to the halfway point.
I would like a motivation for Xana and why they're doing this.
Well, yeah, no, like I I would want a more defined explanation for Xana's attacks and plan because, like, okay, a simple computer that wants to take over the world. I know we've seen this before. I mean, Brainiac was a simple computer who wanted world domination.
Okay. Brainiac's a couple of different things in a couple of different places. if you're going by like the Superman the animated series, Brainiac didn't want world domination. Brainiac wanted control over knowledge.
Okay.
Brainiac wanted to be the sole possessor of all the knowledge in the universe. So that was its goal, to like gather up the knowledge of a planet and then remove the planet so no one else can have the knowledge.
Makes sense.
It didn't care about ruling anything because it didn't care about having people to rule.
No.
It just wanted to know everything.
Yeah, I got you there. But, that's the best analogy that I can think of.
Because the goals we've had so far, Xana, are escaping Lyoko. Well, first of all, it was just killing the Lyoko warriors.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even season 1. The whole getting Aelita's memories was a thing that the writers hadn't figured out yet.
Yeah, nah.
Because they keep trying to just kill her in season 1.
Yeah.
That's all they were doing.
Yeah,
There was no attempt to capture. No, it's kill on sight.
Yeah, it was straight up, let's kill, let's annihilate her and be done with it.
Season 2, they went out of their way to not kill Aelita.
Yeah.
As in, had her trapped multiple times, but would not fire because of the risk of killing her.
Yeah.
So it's obvious the writers hadn't figured out that they were going to do anything like that in season 1.
Yep. Now, I will definitely say, season 3, if we don't get this, I would hope it's done season 4, but a more detailed placement of where does Alita's novel fit into this? Because
Possibly. I don't know if it's necessary.
well,
Because when Dr. Franz was a single parent when he was doing all the stuff with the computers.
yeah.
So maybe she has a mother. His mother probably was just like down childbirth. I don't know. I don't think that they're an actual part of the story.
I mean, that's the end part of season 3, 4 that I remember is that they had something to do with her mother.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess she does have something important to do.
I don't remember what it was, but I just remember seeing her mother in a episode or 2. Now, I might be blowing this out my ears, but yeah, I'm not sure about where it will go. Now, let me ask you this.
Yep.
What is one thing from season 2 or even season 1 that you want to change in season 3?
More creative Xana attacks.
Okay, that's a
Not
good.
just Xana possessing a person and the person trying to grab them.
Yeah, I got ya.
In that Season 1 was far more entertaining.
Yeah, no, I got
Did I
it.
like the mystery stuff? Yes. Did I like that they had like an overarching story? Yes. But I missed the fun creativity that was in season 1. Like season 1 was more interesting than season 2. Just flat
Yeah.
out. It was,
Okay, so would you say that you would want the attack of season one? What would the mystery of season two? Or
I would say that I want more. I want the episodes to, yes, you can have a story that you're telling over it, like in season 2,
yeah,
but I want it to feel more like these are separate days, time passes, and different interesting things happen.
okay, I got it.
The If you want to go back and for me to remember like the most interesting things that happened in the show, most of them were season 1.
Yeah, I got it. Makes sense.
The image of Ulrich trying to hold on to his parents as they were being pulled up into the sky is a dramatic image. Like that was something that they
Yeah,
got close to with season 2.
yeah, no, that
The
was
emotion going through Ulrich that traumatized this kid. They never did anything like that.
yeah, no, that was a good one. I agree. No,
We also had more day-to-day lives of like with the kids, like the different parties, just the events around the school that happened. The
yeah,
school seemed kind of boring in season 2 because everything was still so important in season 2
yeah,
that there wasn't time to show any of the fun stuff.
yeah, but I mean, like you said, season one and two was one school year, so
Yeah.
I would imagine that we'll get at the part of the school year where it's not that fun, you know, just with spring semester.
Right. But there'll just be some things that just they're just doing.
Yeah, yeah, no, I got it.
I would also like delving more into other students, finding out what's
Mm.
going on with them. There's the one guy that I know something happens with him.
You're talking about Willow.
William. I know something's gonna happen with him. I don't know exactly what. So I'm interested in seeing what happens with that.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, those long time plot lines that will waiting to get paid off in 3 and 4.
Mhm.
And if we
Maybe we'll
walk,
meet Odd's parents. Maybe.
yeah. Now, I will say this because, there might be some interest, but we could eventually do season 5 with its evolution,
Yeah.
but
We don't need to get straight into that. We've got 2 more seasons of this, and we have
yeah,
other shows that we can watch.
yeah, no, I got you.
Like Pelswick next week.
Yeah, I got, yeah, we got 3 weeks of post work, unless do you want to split out a bit more, or what do you want to do there?
I'd say the 3 weeks is good.
Okay. Because it's literally like 5, 5, and 3. So, yeah. But I just want to ask.
Yeah, no worries on that.
Okay. Now, I personally don't have any other thoughts to give to you.
Other than I am very much looking forward to it. I've enjoyed our journey so far and am going to enjoy continuing it. I'm looking forward to some Pelswick because I did like that show.
Yeah.
It was like a nice little treasure that we found for me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Something that I know I never would have watched.
yeah, Pulsewick is that so that, I knew about it because I grew up at the time, but you
No, I
didn't.
completely under the radar for me.
Yeah, no. And I hope there's more shows like that along the way because just seeing react to shows that you didn't even know about is great. Like,
Right.
yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
I guess that's pretty much it for the night.
yeah. Okay, so got anything for Friday or is it you and me?
I believe I am free this Friday.
Okay. So I will message you probably by tomorrow night and let you know what yours, and you're probably gonna message me Tuesday night when I remind you to.
Possibly. I'll try and get there earlier.
Yeah, okay. Well, guys, so for one thing, we will see you next week. Well, we will see you Friday, and if not, we will see you next week. Alright, bye, guys.
Later, taters.